Between 4 BC and 30 AD, Jesus of Nazareth executed a high-intensity 3-year itinerant campaign across the Levant. By tracking his logistical movements and recorded physical interventions, we can analyze the specific actions that turned a localized movement in the Judean hills into a network that reached the borders of the Roman Empire within a generation. His early operations were defined by displacement. To escape the administration of King Herod, he was moved from Bethlehem to Egypt before eventually establishing a home base in Nazareth. These early years established a capacity for high-mileage pedestrian travel, including an 80-mile journey from Nazareth to Jerusalem, documented when he was 12 years old. At age 30, he began formal mobilization. Following a baptism in the Jordan River, he entered a 40-day period of physical isolation in the hostile terrain of the Judean desert. Upon his return to Galilee, he drafted 12 primary operatives. These individuals were recruited from the local workforce, including several fishermen from the Sea of Galilee and a tax collector. This 3-stage mobilization, baptism, isolation, and team building formed the operational framework for the high-mobility campaign that followed. He established Capernaum as a forward operating base. From this point, he executed over 40 recorded physical interventions across the northern territories. These interventions targeted severe physical disabilities and chronic illnesses. Documentation includes restoring sight to a man at the pool of Siloam, curing a woman of a 12-year hemorrhage, and reversing terminal conditions in individuals like Lazarus. This data visualization illustrates the logistical scale of his crowd management. Starting with 5 loaves and 2 fish, the operation successfully distributed rations to over 5,000 people. Moving these crowds between Galilee and Jerusalem required navigating regional hostilities. He utilized 3 distinct routes, frequently employing the path through Perea to bypass Samaria. This Galilean campaign generated significant public momentum through a volume of high-visibility events, creating a substantial administrative presence before moving on the capital. Entering Jerusalem, he disrupted the Temple Mount. This triggered a 48-hour sequence: arrest at point 3, interrogations before the high priest at point 4, and Roman governor at point 5, concluding with execution at point 8, burial, and an empty tomb 3 days later. This compressed timeline demonstrates the escalating friction between his organized following and the combined authority of the regional religious council and the Roman occupation. Final reports log appearances to over 500 witnesses over 6 weeks, concluding with his ascension from the Mount of Olives. Travel and interventions packed into these 36 months provided the logistical groundwork for a movement that expanded through the Mediterranean and remains the world's largest faith today.